Hey tubers! We are here with our next book review. Yes, I am recording a number of them at the same time. So I can get them edited and posted when I want. Just so I have them all recorded. Well, not all of them, obviously. I'm not that talented. I'll probably record them this week, all this weekend. And then get them all edited and posted as the month goes on. So, up next, and I apologize for the condition of the book cover, this book is, oh my god, how old is this? First edition, 1999, yeah, I got this when it, first came out. So this book is old. This is an old book. It is older than Bubs over here. I'm sorry, did I wake you, baby? So it is old, so I apologize for the condition of the cover. This is before I coveted books. So, I know, weird, right? Sorry, the reflection of my laptop was making it look like I was going to cry. The next book we have for review is A Series of Unfortunate Events by by Lemony Snicket, book the first, Bad Beginnings. Let me start by reading the summary on the back of the book to you, because that is actually what caught my attention. Dear reader, I am sorry to say that the book you are holding in your hands is extremely unpleasant. It tells an unhappy tale about three very unlucky children. Even though they are charming and clever, the Baudelaire siblings lead lives filled with misery and woe. From the very first page of this book, when the children are at the beach and receive terrible news, continuing on throughout the entire story, disaster lurks at their heels. One might say they are magnets for misfortune. They really kind of are. In this short book alone, three youngsters encounter a greedy and repulsive villain, itchy clothing, a disastrous fire, a plot to steal their fortune, and cold porridge for breakfast. Yeah. It is my sad duty to write down these unpleasant tales, but there is nothing stopping you from putting this book down at once and reading something happy if you prefer that sort of thing. With all due respect, Lemony Snicket. The man knows how to capture your attention, that is for sure. So, we have, like I said, we have the very first book, The Bad Beginning, and we will start off with the main characters, who would be... why can't I remember their names off the top of my head? The three children are as followed. Violet Baudelaire, the eldest. Klaus Baudelaire, the middle child, and my personal favorite, Sunny Baudelaire, the youngest, who likes to bite things. That is probably my favorite part about Sunny, is the fact that she likes to bite. They are very clever children. Violet, the oldest, is 14 years old, likes to skip rocks. She's also very intelligent. She has a real knack for inventing and building strange devices, so her brain was often filled with images of pulleys, levers, and gears, and she never wanted to be distracted by something as trivial as her hair. So she always tied it up in a ribbon to keep it out of her eyes. That is Violet, to a T, right there. And then Klaus, he was a little older than 12, wore glasses, and he was extremely intelligent. His family has an enormous library in their mansion, and being only 12, Klaus, of course, could not read all the books, but he had read a great many of them and retained a great deal of knowledge. And as I said, Sunny, the baby, likes to bite. She is the infant and very small, scarcely larger than a boot, she's described. What she lacked in size, however, she made up for in the size and sharpness of her 4 teeth. They are, just that introduction alone, they are very clever children, and I immediately was grabbed by all 4 of them. The plot summary, as I read to the back of you, is they are dealing with losing their parents in a fire. Their entire house was burnt down, and they are sent off to live with... Who was it they were sent to live with first? Is it Count Olaf? Yeah, I believe it is Count Olaf they're sent to live with first, and he is the one out to steal their fortune. He will go to any means necessary to get it, and he does go to any means necessary to get it, not just in this book, but in, like, all of them. The highlights to the book, in my opinion, is Sunny. Sunny is the highlight to my book, and not just because of her name, but because of just, she's Sunny, and she likes to bite, and it reminds me so much of my little sister when she was little, because she liked to bite. Actually, she still does. Probably not a good thing for a 19-year-old. But Sunny, for me, is the highlight to the book. Pros and cons of the book. Pros, it's very well written. It is extremely well written, and it's got humor to it. It's got a wit you don't expect. But it captures you, and it pulls you in, and you don't want to come back out of it. Cons, leave the poor children alone, for God's sake. That's my only con, is, be nice to the children. Yeah, that was my only con, is I don't like it. I have this thing where I don't like seeing small children or elderly people go through heartache and trouble. I hate it. It breaks my heart. So that is my only con for this book series, is watching what they have to go through, and I can't stand it. I can't stand children in trouble. I can't stand elderly people in trouble. One day I will be an activist for those things, hopefully. But for now, I'm just a lowly book reviewer. That is my con. I don't like children going through hard times. I'm a bleeding heart. Overall opinion of the book is, it does live up to its title of A Series of Unfortunate Events, and the book title itself, The Bad Beginnings. It lives up to it, but it is a tale that takes you on an amazing journey with 3 amazing kids, and they just find their way into your heart and don't let go, and you want things to turn out well for them. You want them to be okay at the end. So my overall opinion is it's an amazing book. I wouldn't say for children just getting into the reading. This is definitely a bit more of a mature book for, maybe young teens. However, depending on how mature your child is, I would say let them, 10 or 11, I would say start letting them read this. I would definitely say that's about the appropriate age for this, and my recommendation is, yes, read it, because it is amazing. It will get you hooked on reading. It will get you hooked on the series. It's so amazing, and I give it 8 out of 10. I don't want to hold the cover up. It's so destroyed. I give it 8 out of 10. And yeah, I 8 out of 10. I would love to give it higher than that, but like I said, kids in dire situations kind of heartstrings. But other than that, you have in your hands an amazing little book that will take you, start you on such an amazing journey of the entire book series. And I hope if you watch this and you like my recommendation that you will like the series, that you'll like the book. Not even the series, just the book. And if it spurs you to read the whole series, then go for it. So that is my book review on Lemony Snicket's Series of Unfortunate Events, The Bad Beginning. And up next, we will have the first House of Night book called Marked by PC and Kristen Cast. And I cannot wait to share that book with you. So I will see you all next time. Bye!